First off, sorry for the vibration. I'm in my car and I'm also stopped waiting to go to park. Couple of disclaimers. I have not been to Hollywood Studios since November because I was blocked out. Cast members have been blocked out. That said, I used to work at Hollywood Studios for a very, very long time in attractions. So there might be opinions in here that I may have that you may not agree with. That might be because it's from a cast member, an attraction cast member's point of view. So I'm already apologizing for that. Also, the day you're watching this, I ran the Princess 10K. So if you see my medal, that's why. That said, I'm also recovering from a cold and it was 40 something degrees when we ran this morning. So I'm a little exhausted and my body's not really feeling it today. But we're gonna make the most of it. So here is to the Mickey's Runaway Railroad cast preview. Also, I'm bringing my Mickey with me because my husband couldn't come because it was cast members only. And so I wanted to like have a buddy. Oh, they're gonna confiscate our phones and cameras. So I'm not gonna be able to vlog the actual, trying to vlog here. I'm not gonna be able to vlog the actual attraction. So I'm gonna tell you literally every detail that I possibly can. I'm really upset about this, by the way. So they took our cast ID, photo confirmation of my invitation, and also scanned my magic band. Like bam, 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 and checked the name on all of them. Also, it feels really weird being back here. I tried to see if I can book a fast pass for anything, really. And it said it needs valid park admission, so I guess theoretically I'm in here illegally. Alright, it looks like this is as far as they're gonna let me go in. Awkward. Apparently the ride is experiencing issues, so they told me to check back in about 30 minutes or so. So I can't get fast passes for anything, and now I can't even experience the ride. Alrighty, I decided I'm gonna sit here and do this. So, when you enter in, well, first off, so I got there at 4:15-ish. The ride was down. They didn't let us open it back up or let us in the queue until 4:50. That's when we scanned in, checked in, and we went in through the queue. We made it all the way up to where you board the ride, and then it went down again. And I did the timing. We didn't actually get on the ride until 5:50. So I waited theoretically an hour and a half for this ride. The queue, like the first beginning queue part, like where like you go in through fast pass and stuff like that, and when you enter in through standby from the Great Movie Ride, it's almost exactly the same. They've repainted, they moved some of the stanchions around a bit, but it looks very, very similar to what it was before when it was the Great Movie Ride. Sorry, Mickey, my hair's all over your hat. Once you get into the theater area, that is where the queue changes. It reminded me very much of Rock and Roller Coaster right before you go into like the studio area. That's kind of like where they group you all together. And then you go into what's essentially, in my opinion, the beginning of the ride. You go into a little theater where you watch a Mickey cartoon. And then with the magic of Disney, it's very similar to Enchanted Tales with Belle. That's all I'm going to say. Well, the screen explodes, more or less, and you walk through it. So you do that, and then you enter in what I am considering is a very Toontown-esque railroad station. And that is your queue to board the actual train, to board the actual ride. That's where we got stuck for almost an hour. The car is very different from the Great Movie Ride in how it's structured. It is on a like magnetic track, or trackless as they're calling it, like Ratatouille. It's very similar to Ratatouille. It's 4 to a row. It's very comfortable. You board it. Sorry about the wind, by the way. Board the train. And what's cute about it is because Goofy's supposed to be driving it, and the entire time I was like, "Where's Goofy?" And the back opens up to show you Goofy. And that said, most of the ride, I would say 75% of it, is screens. There's a couple of bits that are like painted. but most of it is screen. There is, you know how like Buzz Lightyear and Elsa and Anna on their rides where their face is projected on it? There are Mickey and Minnie and then Pluto animatronics in the ride, and their faces are projected on it. That was my only issue with the ride, is the fact that it just looked really weird. I know what they were going for, it just looked really weird and I didn't really like it. But it's really cute. Like, you go into, like, it's very themed in different ways. They have like a little under the sea part, they have an island part, they have a like a city part. All of the Disney characters are in it. There's a part with Daisy where you're like dancing. It's really cute. But the train breaks up into like 4 groups, and then you kind of go on your own little journey and do different things. They're all along the same lines, like same story. You just kind of see different parts and different bits. Like, I sat in the very, very back row thinking we were really going to see anything, but we were able to see a lot. There's kids throwing sticks at the ducks right next to me. So yeah, and then when you get off of the train, which Mickey and Minnie fix the runaway train and put it back together, and then you walk back out through the screen and it says the end, like the cartoon ended. It's really cute. You basically walk up the ramp, the exit ramp for a Great Movie Ride. The carpet and everything is even the new queue is very Chinese theater themed, so it sticks to the Chinese theater. It is very much like a premiere, like they're premiering a new cartoon. It's pretty much the idea of it, and then you end up going into the cartoon. It's very cute. I like the trackless thing. I've never ridden a trackless other than Great Movie Ride and Ellen's Energy Adventure technically, but that was a magnetic track. I've never ridden a ride similar to Ratatouille, so this is my first experience with it. It was faster than I expected it to be, and it did jerk you around a bit, but it was a lot more intense than I was expecting. It wasn't as intense as like, gosh, what's a good example? If you've ever been on Universal rides for like Spider-Man and Transformers, it wasn't as extreme as that. There were parts where it was very similar to that. I don't have issues with simulators. I think some people, like there's one part where I kind of got a little dizzy, and I feel like my mom would have gotten dizzy, and possibly even Jared, my husband, would have gotten dizzy. So keep that in mind. But I mean, it was cute. It was really cute. I'm never gonna wait more than 20 minutes for it ever again, which means I'm probably not gonna ride it for a very, very, very long time, because I waited an hour and a half, if not longer, for this ride. I swore there was a part, I was joking around with one of the cast members there that actually worked there, because they were like waiting to load us. I was like, you know, I used to work here at Great Movie Ride, and I felt like the building was like cursed, because I asked him, I said, has it gone down often, like at all? And he's like, no, this is the first time it's gone down this long. So I think it was me. I was telling him, I think it's me. It's the fact that I'm back and I'm riding it, because the Great Movie Ride and I didn't get along very well, and now it's like you're stuck here forever. This is how you die. You're gonna stay in this queue line and never leave. And I felt like that at one point. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the ride. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm not gonna be able to ride it. We are still blocked out. So I don't even know when I'm gonna be in Hollywood Studios ever again. I really wanna go to Galaxy's Edge and check that out, but my legs are killing me, because once again, I had a very long day. This day has been so extremely long, and I just wanna go home and do nothing. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and if I think of anything else, I'll tag it on here. The vehicles itself that you're in, the seats, there are, to kind of make it feel like you're actually in the cartoon, there are parts of the ride where it vibrates, like the seat vibrates. I think the bottom vibrates. I don't believe the back vibrates. But there's also like a part where it's like really windy, and like my dress was blowing up, so I guess there's like a fan in there that blows things up as well. The ride is very cute. It is very much a family-friendly type of a ride. I think it's really cool that we have another ride that does not have a height restriction, because I know that is one issue. I don't think Hollywood Studios has very many, if any, rides that don't have height restrictions. Maybe Rise of the Resistance, I'm not sure. But that said, I do think, now I haven't ridden Rise of the Resistance, but all the videos that I've seen and the theming and how everything is set up for Rise of the Resistance, I think Rise of the Resistance is better. I'm also a huge Star Wars fan, but this ride I think will appeal more to the kids. And so in that sense, I think it's really cool and really great. But there are people who are not Star Wars fans. So anyway, that's it. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.